One of those orbs just shot down a drone. I'm about to show you footage from Phoenix. Something else is going on, guys. Why is this happening at 2 o'clock in the morning?
He's like right there with it. Oh, he's like right on it. Ooh. That whatever it was just shut down the drone. I thought it was a drone.
I told y'all those drones were there for those orbs. That's why the drones have been in the sky, because of the orbs. What are the orbs? Fuck the drones. The drones are ours. What are the orbs? I'll tell you this. They sure as hell do not seem to be human.
You know, when things like this are happening, it seems everyone starts to look up. Like my crew and I have been here in Mendham recording this video that you're looking at right now. We have no idea what it is, if it's a natural phenomenon, because it could be, but this is why so many municipalities are now asking people to reach out and send their videos to them or to experts who might be able to sort out what they're seeing in the skies. But I guarantee there's so many people looking up and making those recordings because this mystery is one that needs to be solved. For now, we're live here in Mendham Borough. Tony H, Channel 7 Eyewitness News. Lee's saying he's wondering whether or not that might be the moon, Tony, but you pointed out it's exactly the question people are asking. What is it? No. No, we're looking at the moon right now, and that's nowhere near the moon. Okay. Right. Thank you very much. Yeah, the moon.
One of those huge drones just crashed in Hillsborough, New Jersey, with what looked to be hazmat and police officers surrounding the location of where it crashed. I'm not sure as to how it crashed, but this is crazy, because where it crashed is located near the same exact spot of which my friend had been arrested just last week. You keep in mind, apparently he was arrested because he was flying his drone in a no-fly zone. But he was trying to fly his drone up to 3 different drones that were hovering above his home. And when my friend's drone got close to those drones, his drone got hit with some kind of weird pulse, which caused his drone to lose power and crash. And according to his wife, the FBI had actually seized that drone technology of his. There's a guy right now that's recording all of this right now. I'll tag him down below. I'm not sure if you'll still see the live when you see this video, but he's right near the location of where it had crashed. There's tons of police officers surrounding the area, and there's tons of news stations reporting upon it right now as well. But you can see what looks to be like a mobile command center on his live as well. It's fucking weird. But the craziest part is that the people at the Lowe's across the street from where it had crashed actually reported that when the drone, if we're still calling it that, had crashed, apparently electricity in the area, especially inside of Lowe's, started going crazy. The people that were shopping at that time were reporting that lights in Lowe's were flickering like crazy. And I still don't understand as to how there isn't any answer as to what they could be, and why our government doesn't seem to know. But this situation keeps getting more and more confusing by the day. And if they recovered something from that crash site, I want to know what it was.
What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this midweek Wednesday. I'm doing pretty good myself. I'm back with some pertinent information about these so-called drones. Okay, they are not drones. All right. It appears that we have a intergalactic war in the heavens going on right now. The first video that we watched was about the orb that went over there and dispatched that drone, so-called drone that is. That's not a drone. That's one of the, I believe, in my opinion, one of the evil ones. That's what that is. That's one of the evil ones. And the orb, the whitish or bluish orb, is one of the good guys. If you recall, just last year, I did a video about the blue orbs. Okay? I want you guys to go and watch that video. It will be in the description box. You need to check that out so you can have more of a clear understanding as to what the Most High is telling us in that video and what's going on. Okay, now we have New Jersey Mayor Michael Melham, that is, and he's actually urging firefighters to wear hazmat suits if they were to encounter a fallen so-called drone. And the reason why he's doing this is because these so-called drones have very, very, very high levels of radiation that can actually burn a person to the touch. It's very, very toxic. As a matter of fact, our dear elder brother, Minister Louis Farrakhan, spoke about He, called them wheels, and how these things, if you were to even stand under them, they could even burn you probably about miles away if you even stood under them. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what's going on. See, there's more than meets the eye to this situation right here. And like I said before, the government is in the know as to what is going on with these so-called drones that they label drones, but they know it's something else. And it is from the devil himself. And just seeing that drone, so-called drone, being took out by that orb told me everything. It told me everything because like I said, you want to make sure you check out the video that I did, Blue Orbs, okay? It's in the description box. Matter of fact, let me show you this one. Now, this particular video right here, I guess it was took in Mishawaka, okay? And it's on the Nosy Neighbors. It's on Facebook, and I'm telling you, they see everything and they post it. Whatever's going on in the hood, they put it on Nosy Neighbors. I'm telling you. But be that as is, someone posted this particular video, picture right here, and it says this is outside our house. We zoomed in. However, what is this Mishawaka? I don't know what that means, but I guess they mean what is this in Mishawaka? I don't know. But this is the same things I'm talking about. This is what took out that so-called drone. This is the same thing I covered in the video that I did back here just last year about the blue orbs. Some are white, some are yellowish, but for the most part, they're always a beautiful fluorescent blue. I've seen the energy before. And as you can see, when you look at them, they have faces in them. Okay, just like the ones in that video that I did last year, the blue orbs. Check it out, people. You need to watch this stuff right here. See this face right here? Look at that. You need to watch this. We have an intergalactic war going on in the heavens right now. And that's basically what this all boils down to. The false Christ is not on his way. I believe he's here. And these is his, not these, but the so-called drones are his cronies that's basically laying out the red carpet. Okay, I do believe that. This is in my opinion. Some people might beg to differ. I don't know, but I'm just telling you guys. But we have the mayor, New Jersey Mayor Michael Mellon, and what we want to do is listen to probably about a 5-minute video clip, probably a little less. As to why, he wants to instruct the fire department to wear these hazmat suits. You see, because it's like what I told you, what it really boils down to, okay? Now, you're not going to see many of these drones basically took out by anybody that's shooting mere AR-15s or AK-47s, and stuff like that up there, bringing them down. You're not going to see that, but what you will see, if you were to find one that's down, more than likely one of these orbs took it out. Okay, and then on top of that, I wouldn't advise for you to do that anyway, because if you stick around after we watch the mayor of New Jersey, you will see that these things are actually shooting lasers. And also, I'm not talking about these right here, but I'm talking about the so-called drones. You will see that they're actually shooting lasers and also excreting something from them, like I don't know, some kind of mist. Okay, so I wouldn't advise anybody to go out there and listen to what the government putting you on front line to get fucked up, because that's basically what it boils down to, because they already know what it is. And basically they want to put you on front line and have you go out here and try to see if these things can be took down. They already know it can't. But more than likely, they just want to make you see you get your ass roasted. That's basically what it boils down to. But hey, if that's what you want to do, everything's all on you. Okay? But let's check out what the mayor got to say, and then we'll get into the other 2 videos and what have you. Check this out.
Suggesting what one of the people you quoted there, you had on screen, the drone expert, Dr. William Austin. said that they were planes. That's not the first time that I'm hearing that they could be unmanned aircraft, which is why they can maneuver so quickly and so differently perhaps than other drones we've seen. Fascinating. Thank you for your report. Michael Melham is the mayor of Belleville, New Jersey. Now, when you walked up to set just moments ago, you said you were just briefed. What can you tell us?
On the way here, I was on the phone with my OEM team, and we now have guidance coming from the state. And that guidance does say two different things. First of all, if there is a downed drone in our vicinity, we are immediately to call the bomb squad of our county. And second, our fire department has been instructed to make sure they wear hazmat suits.
So if something falls out of the sky that people have seen, and some of these things are as big as an SUV, if that happens, you're to treat this more than a plane crash. It's treated like an attack on the homeland?
That is correct, because they're not quite sure if there's a payload or not. And that's what we were told during our briefing on Wednesday.
Wow. So look, you said that you were insulted by how the Pentagon and the White House, their messaging coming out. Tell me what you're hearing from them, and why doesn't it match what you were just told moments ago?
So we're being told that people in New Jersey must be crazy, that they're only seeing small aircraft, and that's just not the case. If you're on the ground in New Jersey, my residents are concerned, and they're quite alarmed because they have no idea what's hovering just over their houses.
Have you seen these?
I have.
And how would you describe it?
They are definitely small aircraft. I mean, you got to understand, a drone is considered an aircraft because it's flying in unrestricted space or restricted space. So it's considered an aircraft. These do look like a small aircraft. There's no doubt about that. They don't look like the personal drones that we're used to seeing, but they're very large, very large.
All right, let me get to this. After several lawmakers have called for authorities to shoot down the drones, now residents say that they'll just have to take matters into their own hands if the government is refusing to act. A couple of social media posts representing that sentiment now. A good shotgun will fix that problem. Another semi-automatic 3-inch Magnum, 00 buck full shot. Let me ask you this, because also what you told me as you were sitting down, we had quite the conversation. There are several theories, and then some people based on high-level conversations, like our own New Jersey representative Jeff Van Drew, Tony Gonzalez, congressman out of Texas, are saying they're having high-level conversations with law enforcement and also experts who are saying that there's a possibility that there's an Iranian mothership with drones. Now, you sat down and told me something even more disturbing.
Yeah, so what we're being told, we had an unprecedented briefing on Wednesday. I mean, 200 state mayors were all gathered together, and we learned exactly what the state of New Jersey learned, which is very little. But the thing that we did take away from that was that we were told very point blank that these drones are hovering over our critical infrastructure. Now, that's interesting because they're not doing any harm. They're just hovering over that. We're also told that there's no credible threat. When you start putting things together that they're telling us, critical infrastructure, no credible threat, they're unwilling to shoot them down. They're unwilling to do a temporary ban. And we can see them that they have lights on them. So something's not adding up here. It sounds like it might very well be our highest level government. It might be government assets that are being deployed as a countermeasure.
As a countermeasure. And so two things can be true. We know the timeline, according to Van Drew and others, matches when this so-called mothership, whatever it is, left Iran and appeared somewhere off our eastern seaboard. Now, if it were chock full of drones and it released those drones, that timeline fits, according to Van Drew and others. So if that's the case, of course, then we would put things in the sky because the government would know. Look, it forces all of us to try to do some sort of calculation of why the government wouldn't just say something.
They have to speak. I mean, they have to be transparent. There's no doubt about that, because what else is happening is now conspiracy theories are starting to flood social media.
What happens if somebody shoots one of these down? How does the law look at that?
Well, we were advised to make sure that we tell our residents that that is not lawful. Drones are considered aircraft, and FAA, you cannot shoot an aircraft in New Jersey. So we're being advised to tell our residents not to shoot them down.
Are you worried?
We're concerned because, one, New Jersey can't act. We don't have the ability to take them out of the air.
Mayor Melham, thank you for being here.
Before we go and look at those other two videos, I want to show you guys some of the pictures that I took that's in the video, the blue orbs. Now, this particular school bus I took at an intersection, and I happened to notice it. I was looking at these like faces up in the clouds, but they didn't pick up this blue orb right here. Okay, this is what it is. In my belief right here, these are angels right here. Okay, I've seen them floating around even in my house. Okay, beautiful fluorescent light. Okay, so this is what actually took out the so-called drone right here. All right, this. See, this is what you're going to see when you go and check that video out. And then you have over here what I took right here that was hovering up by a tree. You see, these are blue orbs. This is what's been patrolling our whole entire earth, and they're everywhere. They float around and they see things. I mean, they do things. They have energy and what have you. When you look inside this blue orb right here, you see this face. It's a very, big face, a little scary looking, but it's still a face. Okay, so that's just a taste of what you'll see when you go and check out that video about the blue orbs. And scientists, of course, is puzzled. They call it ball lightning and what have you. You know what I mean? They really don't know what it is, but that video, I'll tell you what it is. Now, without further ado, let's check out these last two videos, then we'll complete the commentary.
Look at this motherfucker. Look at him spraying. Look at that. Look at that. He is spraying the sky again. Bro, this is fucking crazy, man. Look at this guy. They're spraying the skies. Look, he just sprayed that. This guy. This guy just sprayed that.
Well, let's talk about the mayor here, Mr. Melham. Okay. If you guys noticed when he said that if this stuff keeps coming up or whatever, there's going to be a lot of conspiracy theories on social media. But guess what? Where they got their information from in the first place, it was social media, because this has been going on for quite some time now, and people start noticing it. People start taking pictures and what have you, and they start making videos about it. And here now he's speaking. You see what I'm saying? So I don't care nothing about what he cares about as far as conspiracy theories. That's just a term that they use when you come up with the truth about something that they don't want you to know about, and they'll just shadow it, over by calling it a conspiracy theory. You know what I mean? Nah, ain't no conspiracy theory. Fact of the matter is, look, it's an intergalactic war going on. That's what it is. More than likely, Satan has been kicked out of heaven. The war has happened. I'm telling you, look, there's been unexplained booms, loud noises and stuff like that when it led up to, before this even came up, probably about 2 to 3 years ago, in the sky. And none of the local news ever even covered the sounds or nothing. I've heard them here, and I'm sure some of you guys may have heard them in places where you live. You see, nobody says anything for these big booms, you know what I mean? Plasma sound, I mean, just loud explosions in the sky. Nobody says nothing. That's when it was going on then. And then all of a sudden, you had that situation that took place, was it last year? Where the so-called aliens land in the, in those people's backyard, I think somewhere out in Fresno. I can't remember exactly where, but yeah, landed in their backyard. Police even seen it. You see what I'm saying? Well, they brushed that under the carpet too, you see. And then next, just earlier this year, somewhere around in the winter, you had the situation take place in Florida at that mall where they seen these, they call them aliens, but these spirits, big tall spirits, glitching in and glitching out, scaring the hell out of folks. People pulling out phones, people running and every damn thing. And you had police forces from all around that area and outside that jurisdiction come to that mall to see what was going on. Then they lied and said, oh, it was a big fight. Nah, I mean, it was too many. I'm telling you, it was hundreds of police cars there. See what I mean? Then you had people popping up on TikTok saying what they saw. And they said also that law enforcement was even taking their cell phones. All kinds of stuff, man. Look, the government goes out of its way to keep you in the dark about things. But what is coming? Well, should I say what is already here? Because ain't nothing coming. Ain't gonna be no secrets. Ain't gonna be, I can tell you the damn sky is blue. Well, let's say I can tell you the sky is gray when you can look up and see it's damn it blue. And they insisting, no, I told you it's gray. Other words, piss on you and tell you it's raining. Whatever it is, you just better just go along with what I say. Them days are over with. So all this demanding transparency into what is going on and all that kind of stuff, look, they don't want to tell you what's going on because a lot of people are not in the know. There's a lot of people are walking around here spiritually blind. They don't know what the hell that is coming up on them and what they're into. And they're going to get got at the last minute when and it's going to be too late when they find out. That's basically what I'm saying. This is the reason why I always say to repent, get ready, get into the Most High. If you in a church and the churches ain't teaching the things that you know within your spirit that they should be teaching, find somewhere else to worship. Find somewhere else. You can worship in your own home. You see, because all these prosperity preachers, they ain't teaching nothing. They playing church. They playing church. They ain't telling you nothing about this right here. God gonna make it all right. Don't worry, just put it on Jesus. That's what they telling you. Jesus gonna save you from all this right here, that madness out there. Don't you worry. Now, Ursha, will you make sure you pass the plate back there? You know, make sure everybody be able to give to the Lord. This is all they care about. This is all they care about. When you got the Most High showing you what time it is, showing you what he said in Luke 21 verse 25 through 26. Read those scriptures. For those of you that don't know, it's on now. And that's just what it is, people. That's all I got on this one. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular video right here. That's if you can comment, because we got the haters making sure they blocking comments and every damn thing else. And I'm telling you, you may want to turn around too and repent, because if you're getting in the way of what the Most High servant is doing for the Most High, you're going to get got too. It's just a matter of time. That's just what it is. Some kind of way you are going to get got. Rightfully so. But make sure you like and share this video. People, please remember to live your life as though we're being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.